If you run a nonprofit, there's a good chance you already have a GoFundMe page, even if you've never created one. So recently, GoFundMe automatically generated 1.4 million donation pages for US nonprofits using publicly available information from GuideStar and the IRS. The idea was more visibility equals more donations, right? So if you've been affected by one of these pages, we're going to dig into what to do. Everything I'm sharing here is based on information publicly reported by nonprofit tech experts, media outlets like the Nonprofit Newsfeed and ABC 7 News. These pages use your logo, your mission statement, your organization's name, often pulled though from old or incomplete data. They have been pulled without your consent, without your knowledge, without an agreement to fees or terms of service. So we're going to unpack that today, what it means for your nonprofit, what to do right now, and why consent and control matter more than ever. Let's get into the donor driver's seat. If they Google donate to your organization name in searcher, right? Donate to blank. There may be 2 donations that now pop up in the search results. Your real donation page, the one on your website, the one you've created with the tech tool, the donation tool of your choice. And now this other version that you didn't authorize, the one that GoFundMe has now created on behalf of over 1 million organizations. That means that the donor might actually click on the GoFundMe page first, thinking that's the one that you use day in and day out. They can go ahead and donate, and you may not have any idea it happened. And that's why I wanted to record this episode, because I want to make sure you know about this. The kicker is those pages often include a default tipping structure. That tipping structure is 16% to GoFundMe. We're seeing fees up to around 5% on recurring gifts. It's expensive both to the nonprofit and it's expensive both to the donor. Now that tip structure has a sliding bar on it so they can increase or decrease it. Even if the donor's heart is in the right place, your organization might be getting less and they may be paying more. Let's go over some potential upsides here, some pros and cons, and what I'm recommending my clients and students to do. Potential upside, let's dig in. So smaller, lesser known nonprofits may benefit from some increased discoverability. Organizations who have already claimed their GoFundMe page are already rocking and rolling with this and already are very aware of what it's like and how to use the platform. Maybe they already have a workflow. Maybe they're already a client. GoFundMe has brand awareness, and for many people, that brand awareness includes a trusted name they know. I want to take a minute and talk about these serious concerns. First and foremost, no consent. No consent. These pages were created automatically without your knowledge or approval. That's important. That's big. So you need to first know and see and search if yours was created for your nonprofit. Second one, data. We're seeing organizations with some outdated or incorrect information pulled from public records. What does that cause? Donor confusion. Donors may think they're giving directly to you when they're not. They may think they're giving directly to your cause, but your cause area, the people you serve, your mission, your community has changed maybe. As a marketer, as a fundraising coach, the next one's a big one. Loss of control. You don't own the donor data. So when I think about a donor who generously gives a gift and you aren't aware they gave in the first place and you aren't able to go through rolling out the red carpet for them, following up, generously thanking them for their gift, we will see more churn. And that risks the relationship. That risks that first moment you have with a donor. SEO competition. No, we're seeing this too, where GoFundMe's page could potentially compete with or even outrank your own website, right? They have a big brand presence. And so that means if they search your organization and the word donate, your website could actually be ranked below this new page that was created on your behalf without your knowledge. As we move into the busiest time of year, I'm advising my clients to unpublish the page and until they choose to opt in. These pages were scraped from public data and taken live without any terms of service, user permissions, or consent. Not from what I can tell. But once you layer in money changing hands, it becomes something entirely different, right? When you start handling financial transactions, collecting and transferring funds, it opens up the world of compliance issues. that are heavily regulated. So the idea that a company could passively collect money on behalf of your organization without consent is beyond questionable and ethical. And so until you personally, as the executive director, have understood, read the terms of service, read the terms and fee structure, I'm advising you to unpublish, and then you can opt in. And then you can opt in should you so choose. Then you can go in and you can claim your page. You can customize that page. Now, we'll go through how to do that here in a second. The way that I liken this, and I put myself in your shoes, is if I woke up tomorrow and a different website host said, hey, Christina, we made you a new website and checkout page, but they charged me higher fees and it competed with my real site, I would be furious. It would be confusing for my clients. It would be confusing for my customers. I would have said, I didn't opt in to the financial terms and conditions. I don't know where the money is going. And I want this one place where I can handle all of my payments and all of my client retention, my client automations, my client journeys, my client satisfaction. Like it's all, I want to be in control of that. And so I don't want a shadow site. I don't want two sites, even if there is some benefit to that second site. Until I opt into it, I don't want it to exist in the background. You with me? And so that's how I'm helping make this decision on behalf of you. And here's where it gets a little more complicated. We're already seeing AI, like ChatGPT, be a lead source for donations. So meaning somebody can type into ChatGPT a cause area that they care about, and nonprofit necessarily that serves that cause. That happened to me recently, and I was asking Chat for some suggestions on where to donate for a specific cause area, and it listed a few. Now, I could have easily clicked organization's main page and instead gone to this other page and never heard from the organization again, or been charged more, or not had the customer experience, the donor experience that that organization wanted me to have. It's confusing. So until that organization says, yep, we like it, I would recommend holding. Let's talk about your next steps. Number one, search your organization and the keyword GoFundMe and donate. See if the page exists. If you don't find a page, it's quite possible your page wasn't created. And I would just take note and check it in the future and make sure that it hasn't been created at a future time. If yours has been created, then I want you to decide, do we want to claim it, customize it, update it, make sure it has what we want on it, monitor it, or remove it, unpublish it. If you want to unpublish it, you're going to go to GoFundMe's contact form. We're also going to link to Whole Whale's takedown template to remove it. There's a really great article there on how you can do that. Make sure your GuideStar profile 990 are updated. Right? From what we can tell, the pages scrape that info. So it's really important, a good wake-up call to make sure that info is accurate, current, aligned with your messaging. If your organization has been affected by it, you are actually seeing, wow, transactions are coming through, then you may want to do a public facing update on social media and email to say, here's the actual right place to donate. If you haven't, then you don't need to have a public facing announcement that way. Monitor it quarterly. So make sure you're adding this to your workflow. I know. This is the last thing that you want to add to your plate as we are in year end. And that's why I'm saying, make it easy. You need to make a decision and own your digital presence, whether that's to claim it or to unpublish it. To control your organization, how it shows up online, how donors experience giving, and what happens to their trust along the way. You're the boss, applesauce. I want to give credit where credit is due. Huge thanks to all the folks on LinkedIn who are really bringing in their expert lens on this ever evolving topic as we're learning more in real time. George Weiner from Whole Whale, Lauren Atherton, T. Cleo Buck have all been really distilling this issue with their own personal lens on it, clarifying data accuracy concerns. I've been talking to folks in the fintech sector who are in the for-profit sector who brought up some of these compliance issues as well. I think it's a really important thing to think about. Technology is changing fast. This probably won't be the last time we have certain things just like plunked on our lap like this, and that's okay. But it's a good reminder to make sure that you have technology that works for you, that is consent-based, that is ethical, that meets the needs of your organization, and that you are in control of the foundation. At the time of this recording, GoFundMe has not been accused or found liable of any wrongdoing. They've said that these pages were created using that public data to increase the visibility of nonprofits. I suspect this will be an ever-evolving issue, so we'll see the latest, and I will try and keep you updated on the latest as more developments come in. But this is a great reminder to audit what you have, to audit your presence online. Hey, set up some keywords, set up some Google keywords for your nonprofit. If you haven't already, that's super easy to do. Just Google the word Google keywords, and you can set up some automatic notifications for your organization to make sure that your organization's public-facing footprint is what you want it to be. And if you need help finding the right tech tools, to finding the right support for them, the right guidance for your organization, I'm in my inbox. You're welcome to reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'll be closely reading and watching and monitoring the situation as it evolves. I'll see you in the next one.